Man took prison break as a hobby. This time he decided to use a carton of milk to escape from prison. He opened the milk carton. The milk carton has a thin layer of wax film. He peels off the film and washes it. When he goes out he puts it quietly on the combination lock of the cell door. When the guards enter the code, they leave a mark on it. Finally, according to the amount of fingerprints left on the film distribution to determine the 4-digit code, he first determines 24 combinations. The next step is to try them one by one. There is a small door on the cell door. He put a wet paper towel prepared in advance to block the Buddha hole, so that even if the guards lock, the small window can be easily pushed open. Then Jack reached out through the small window to try the code, up to 24 times to try right. But in order not to be seen by surveillance, he needs to know the guards' whereabouts beforehand. He listens to the outside all the time. You can tell by the sound of doors closing and opening. After the guards return him to his cell, they go to the roof for a smoke. This time was about 7 minutes. That's enough time for Jack. But what to do when he gets out of his cell? That's not a problem for Jack, because he knows the 3 elements behind the jailbreak. The first is familiarity with the rules. The second is familiar with the layout. The third is that there must be a person outside to meet. During this time he had already seen the pattern, and the layout he has also figured out. When he first entered the prison he looked everywhere. He found a weak point in this strict prison. That is the fire station next door to the prison. The only way to get close to him was to have a small dark room. Once everything was figured out, the escape began. First, he deliberately beat up a fellow prisoner until he was seriously injured. Then he was put into the cell without any problem. When he tried to find the code to leave the cell, he found the ventilation pipe connected to the fire station and climbed in. While the guards were smoking, he had already climbed out of the ventilation pipe next to them.